Good job. Today we're going to be reading the comments and replying to the comments from the "When are you going to quit Pokemon" video that I uploaded a couple days ago. Now, obviously, shout out to all the people that actually watched all 15 minutes because there were questions in that video that I really needed answers with. And shout out to the people that did unsubscribe. I do appreciate y'all for unsubscribing because I promise you, you're doing both of us a favor. Thank you. With that being said, make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've never done a reacting to comment video before, so let's go ahead and do this right now. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's Static Soul. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with that, right? Static Soul says, "When are you gonna quit Pokemon? I've already quit competitive because whether you want to accept this or not, the RNG factor eclipsed the skill factor, and it just made me realize that I didn't want to waste time on it anymore. The only thing I play nowadays are the ROM hacks and fan games that I find via you that look interesting. Yes, I'm burnt out." That makes sense. A lot of people are burnt out on Pokemon. It just is what it is. You know what it is? You know what I really do hate? I'm gonna say it. I hate when people like take me speaking for people who talk to me about being burnt out on Pokemon, about me being burnt out on Pokemon. They be like, "Oh, if you hate Pokemon, why are you so burnt out on Pokemon? Why are you doing it?" It's like, dog, what are you talking about? What are you niggas talking about, bruh? What's going on? How have you been liking the content? Unlike a lot of people, I actually enjoyed when you branched out into Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 2 and 3. But in terms of content in general, I think this is peak and the best it's ever been. The editing, the quality, everything. I think the things I love the most are the transition, you and your sense of humor, and all the little memes here and there. So yes, I have. Why don't you come out to the other avenues? I do, to be honest. I'm active on Sacred and the Royal Roundtable. You know what I'm saying? I don't comment much in the latter because I don't really know how to give input, which is so weird to me. I feel like if you see a comment in the podcast episode and you want to like give like your critique and or like your input on these topics, I don't mind people like just talking, because it's one of those things where it's like I really want the podcast to be one of those things where when we talk about certain topics, I want you to be in the comments too, talking about those exact same comments. And then like if somebody says something you don't like or somebody says something that you do like, you react to it. Like you can like put little timestamps to it. That's ideally what I want from the podcast. It's just more people just like chiming in, because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of a podcast is like give your input, right? And while yeah, most of you guys are probably just watching and listening for like me and like my friends' input, it wouldn't be I would not be against listening to the viewers as well and just reading the comments and stuff, because I'm reading comments and everybody's things. It's weird, but whatever. If the Sacred channel were to eclipse the Almighty channel, I still support it. I love anime games and variety, so it'd be a treat for me. Let's go. Yeah, why aren't you here enough? I don't know if I'm active enough. I try to comment on every video I watch and interact. If I somehow miss a few days or something, I'm probably busy with schoolwork or something. The one thing I need to work on is hitting up the Twitch more often, and I think that might be a bit of a challenge considering time restraints, but I'll do my best. Yo, shout out to that man Static Soul, bruh. Static is in almost every other comment section for sure. Piccolo says, "I appreciate Nick still on the grind doing multiple content from his various channels." Thank you. But to be frank, the content on Almighty has been weak besides his Unite videos and his reactions. Okay. I have the same view as him when it comes to how dry the fan games are nowadays. They all mimic each other by copying Uranium or Insurgence's dark tone and edge, but the main difference is the Uranium Insurgence kept to its roots by having lighthearted moments while having a serious, compelling story. These new games are trying too hard to be dark and usually have to involve death or emo gothic designs for characters. Wait a minute. Pokemon Uranium was dark? Did I miss something? The only dark Pokemon games are Reborn, Rejuvenation, and Desolation. Insurgence is not dark at all. It's not dark. Even the dark story is not dark. It's not dark at all. It's not dark. If anything, I think a lot of Pokemon fan games are copying Rejuvenation and Reborn in terms of dark story, and then where they take from Uranium and Insurgents is they take like all the shit that you like grinding, like new Pokemon, like a new region entirely, like that, and how the things look like. I think what made Insurgents was at the time the story, but at some point the replayability, because you can play like a randomizer Nuzlocke mode, an Egglock mode, a hardcore Nuzlocke mode. You can customize your run or whatever. Like, that's what made Insurgents good, was the replayability factor of the game. The game itself now aged like dick. I'm sorry to say it. Insurgents may be a lot of people's Pokemon fan games, and that's fine and all, but if you go back and play that shit now, it's just not, you're just playing for a challenge at this point, and it's really not that challenging anyway. It's really not that challenging. It's really not that challenging now. Like, Uranium and Insurgents are not challenging games, bro. If you want like a challenging game, play Reborn or Rejuvenation. Those games are AI made to be hard. Like, whatever. Anyway, okay, yikes. All right, let's do it. As someone that has subbed on a previous account during the nappy days and lurked ever since, I'm not a hater. These are my genuine thoughts. You can dismiss them since I don't actively participate in your community anymore, or you can see them as valid reasons why interest has died down. The content is rushed and watered down. You always had the best work ethic, releasing multiple videos and series every day, but it's content overload. I get it. That's whatever. People won't be attached to your series if they get 3 to 4 concurrent ones with multiple episodes every day. This is less of a problem now, but spacing out the uploads and putting more effort into them, team overlay, different voiceovers for characters, genuine enthusiasm will get people more invested in your uploads. Nappy was a garbage person, but his solo content did well because he did these things. Well, you know, it's one of those things. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, and I hate to be that guy, and it's one of those things where I listen. I understand people liked Nappy's content back in the day, but I promise you, this right here is dick. This reason right here is absolute dick. You can say these are the reason why Nappy was a good content creator, but I mean, I hate to be that guy. Nappy's channel was dying when he was here. That's the truth. And Nappy will tell you. if Nappy was here and he never got outed out as a predator or whatever, he would tell you his channel was dying. His solo videos only got like what, 30,000 views, which in his eyes, and which to his channel statistics weren't like good. He always wanted more, but nobody cared about his solo content. I don't want to do this. Like, team overlay, nobody does team overlays anymore. Nobody does it. Nobody. What worked in 2015, 14 does not work now. Different voiceovers for characters, sure. I can't get my octaves out of that. I can't. I don't have the voice for that. I'm gonna say it. I do not have the voice for it. I can't go from my voice to I can't. I genuinely cannot do it. I hate to say it, and a lot of y'all listen to me well. Nappy's channel was dying. This right here does not work anymore. The Penta-Op and the Soul Link carried Nappy. You can disagree if you want to, but this is coming from the man's mouth himself. I remember having conversations with this man. Literally, he did not, his solo series were doing terrible. Stop it. Stop it. Genuine enthusiasm. I don't understand. You know what this tells me? Genuine enthusiasm makes me think that people want me to be loud and boisterous like A-Drive or like Shady or like Nappy. And it's one of those things where it's like, that's just not me as a person. And this just comes down to like you just not liking me as a person, which you can tell by, since I don't actively participate in your community anymore. So it's like, the best thing about this part right here was the different voiceovers. Now, obviously, right here is cool. This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. I like this. I like this, which is why I even added Dose to begin with, because Dose adds like the little edits and stuff. I just record the video. Stop covering garbage ROM hacks for number 2. That's so subjective. I know there are only a handful of quality ROM hacks, but every new half-assed demo or a beta that comes out with edgy storyline is just not interesting and degrades the quality of the channel. Do more conversation videos. The best thing about you is that you are the only person in the community that doesn't suck up to Nintendo or the state of the Pokemon games. Example, calling out for Unite, being paid to win, other than defending predatory marketing. You keep things real and don't sugarcoat it. That's a rare trait that people respect. Huh. I feel like this is subjective. I feel like this is all subjective. I feel like this is subjective as hell, because people come to the channel because they're interested in ROM hacks and fan games. So it's like, I don't know if I can like take this serious. I'll take it. This is fine. Like this is the problem with doing more conversation videos is the conversation videos are a mixed crowd, because there's so many people that like the conversation videos, but there's so many people that don't like the conversation videos. Like, I remember, like, every time I do a conversation video, I would lose like 60 something subscribers, but then like over time gain those 60 back, because people get replaced as like the algorithm goes through and like however people find it. I think the channel is in a weird spot where more people are starting to realize that, one, they grew out of me, two, they're just not, we just don't see Pokemon the same on Almighty, and three, we're just not the same person once Pokemon is there, right? So I get where this is coming from, but it's 50-50, because people do not like these videos where I just talk about things that I don't like. Because I remember every single time I say something negative about Pokemon, somebody's always in the comment section, oh my god, you're so negative and yada yada yada, and it's just like, dog, what? Anyway, I watched all the podcasts even before it was canceled. Keep going with them. Thank you. One small criticism would be to keep the mental health check-ins and catch-ups shorter if there is nothing new to update on. The conversations drag way too long before going into the actual topics and makes the viewers less interested. I actually like that. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm going to put this in the chat. And I need you all. I'm gonna put this in the chat, and I just want them to. I listen, because I feel the exact same way. I notice like Mikey and Dioku love to talk a lot, and just to fill in dead space, they will like do their things or whatever. Like I love how Shy keeps it short, low key. I love how Shy keeps it short, especially if there's nothing there, you know, and or she doesn't want to talk about anything. That's fine, right? Yes, branch out and do different content, but make sure you're genuinely interested in it. Not because viewers want to see it. I know you make a living off the channel, but viewers can hear the lack of interest in your tone, and if you're speeding through, cutting out interesting parts of story, etc. Now, the thing about this, I'm not gonna front you. I have to say, the one thing that I don't like about Dose editing the videos now, and Dose, if you're reading this, listen to me. The one thing that I do not like about Dose editing the content, right, is sometimes he will skip over like dialogue. Like, I tell him to skip over all the boring parts, but he just skips all the dead air sometimes. And there'd be times where like I would sit there like reading text, or I'll stop reading text and react to it. And like sometimes my silence is my reaction, and he would cut off the entire silence, especially in like when Rejuvenation was going on, right? And there will be times where I'm like reacting like, oh my god, what? Huh? And he would cut off that that silence that matters so much. It's a learning thing, because Dose is like new to this at the same time. So like, I just wish he understood that. I can see where that's coming from. You're speeding through. Listen, and I'm gonna say this, not everything in these fan games is interesting. I'm gonna say it. People get mad at me for cutting out some of the dialogue. Listen, I'm gonna say this, 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 I'm gonna say this. The problem with these fan games, ROM hacks, and even Pokemon games, the official Pokemon games, is they add a lot of fluff. They add a lot of fluff. What people don't understand is the same shit people love when it comes to like, it adds to the dynamic of the game. Oh, these characters, they have certain types of charms and stuff. I'm sorry to say this. These corny ass jokes and these corny ass like moments do not go well when we're about to save the fucking planet. That makes no sense to me. Like I understand, I get it. Like it's to stop like, oh, it's the serious tone, but like in Pokemon Rejuvenation, when you're doing all the Puppet Master stuff, right? They would literally give you an objective. They would give you a task, and you would do the task, and out of nowhere, whenever it's like, yeah, go here, do this, they add like 20 lines of dialogue of just jokes, and it's like, dude, we are in the middle of a boss fight or a dark moment. Why are you shut up? And so I skip them. To some people, they're interesting. To me, it's not. We just gonna have to. It is what it is. It is what it is with that one, right? Try to take some of the feedback on this video for what it is, feedback. Even though a lot of us aren't actively subbed anymore or don't show support in every single video, we still care enough to check back and hope there will still be something worth watching. We aren't haters. I know you can receive some mean comments, but a majority of the people that have unsubbed or are hesitant to sub have a reason. You'll receive more honest feedback from neutral watchers than yes men who will comment and support on anything. Huh. This is a mixed comment. This is a mixed comment. This is a very mixed comment. This is a very mixed comment. This is a very mixed comment. I'ma say it. I'ma say this, and we can go forward, right? I receive a lot more mean comments than I do actual genuine comments, if that makes sense. I notice a lot of like the mean comments are like the ones that are well thought out, the ones that are like paragraphs, even the ones that are like even the ignorant ones that don't like take into consideration like me and where I'm at, right? They're the ones that have a lot more like this comment right here. This isn't necessarily a hate comment, right? This is not a hate comment. This is not a hate comment at all, but this is a more well thought out comment than I will support anything that you do. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's different when, you know, somebody can tell you why they dislike who you are as a person versus you just saying 3 words, oh hey Nick, yada yada yada, that's it. You see what I'm saying? This is actual feedback. I like this comment. I actually like this comment. This snappy one, I'm not clicking with this because like I said earlier, what worked in 2015, 2014 does not work anymore. I'm sorry, it just does not. It just does not. We have to stop being in denial about that. It just does not. It does not. The only reason why you see people like A-Drive and Tyranitar Tube doing it now is because most of A-Drive's content is stream playbacks and or him reporting like news and stuff like that, and where T-Tube has his own established audience to where it doesn't matter. Like his content has been the exact same where it's like he'll just sit here and just he don't even do those videos no more. He really puts his Let's Plays on a different channel. That's the kicker. You see what I'm saying? So I see where this is coming from, but it just doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore at all, and I mean that's fine. It is what it is. This is a great comment. This is a really good comment. I'm gonna try to be as honest as possible. Let's do it. I still watch almost all your videos on this channel. I'm not a fan of MOBAs and I don't have a Switch, but I still enjoyed the Unite content. I also skipped the Rejuvenation video since I was playing and didn't want to get spoiled. I'm still enjoying the videos, mostly when you introduce new fan games and ROM hacks, since in the last 5 years I've been going very deep in exploring them. See, this is what I'm saying. It's so hard. It's so hard to like gauge where the interest with fan games are, because there are people that don't like fan games. There are people that do like fan games. You see what I'm saying? It's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's just so weird. I also feel that burnout sometimes is noticeable, especially when you make multiple videos on a single game, and I can see that you're trying to speed up a bit to get to the end faster. I totally understand that making Pokemon videos and playing it every single day can be boring, and sometimes the passion is not there like in the Sacred channel, but overall the level of content is great and has been evolving since I subbed to you. Sure, I guess. I mean, you know. To be completely honest, the only thing that I take, or one of the few things I love to take from the 20 minutes that got canceled, the intros to the series. Though, hey, I gotta say, those intros are fucking hard, but that's so much money. Like, I remember him putting down like $250 to $500 for those intros. And then sometimes the people that he did it from would do it for free, just because they knew it was gonna be put on like a big ass series and shit. Like, them shits were heavy. Them shits, cause you gotta think those 10 seconds to 20 second like things are frame by frame, frame by frame, frame by frame movement. So it's like, you gotta pay people for their time, you know? I watch the Sacred channel and I feel like it's your best channel. Since I live in Europe, when you stream is usually too late for, or very late for me, but I tune in when I can. I'm not a huge podcast guy, but I listen to yours when I like the themes you guys are covering in a specific episode. That's fine. Third question, that would be great. The variety channel is your best channel. I still enjoy the Pokemon channel, but I feel like it would benefit with less uploads. Really? Okay. I understand it completely. In the end of the day, you can't force people to watch any videos, and if some people only like a certain type of content, that is up to them. From my end, I try to watch and like almost every video from both channels, the streams when I can, the podcast when I feel up to it. Maybe I could comment more, but I've always been like that since I've been on YouTube and other social medias too. I don't say much. Sorry for the long comment. That was a really good comment. I like that. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Jesus Christ. Yes, Nick, I have, simply because I genuinely like your reactions to the games you play, whether it's Pokemon or a different game. Thank you, Joe. I'm happy. Why don't you go to the other avenue of content? In all honesty, I originally thought you would keep uploading other games in this channel. Well, I did too, unfortunately. And didn't know you had other gaming. You know what I found out? Pause. You know what the funny thing about it is? You know what the funny thing about it is? I have to have this conversation with you all, right? Remember when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out and the first like 3 or 4 videos did really good? I got a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship when I started branching out. When I started branching out, I got a sponsorship. And they were offering $1,000. Literally, like dead ass. Watch this, right? I have to build up a whole different channel, right? Just to get an active audience on my diverse content shit, right? The very moment I branched out on SacredAlmighty, these brands were already offering me money. That just goes to show you how rare it is for Pokemon channels to get sponsorships. For those who don't know, for those who do not know, these sponsorships do not like Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks. And, right? And they would much rather you cover like the news, if anything. All these brands love when content creators cover Pokemon Unite. They love when they cover Pokemon Presents. They love when they cover official Pokemon content. But they also, thank you B&H, but they also love when you get views, because not everybody can get sponsorships. I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it good. Not everybody can get sponsorships. You have to have, like, A Drive can get sponsorships because you see what the views A Drive is pulling. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody is pulling in those exact same sponsorships. Plus, A Drive also has a booming Twitch channel. Twitch is different because these companies look at Twitch differently. You see what I'm saying? And then he has a whole organization. These companies see that, and he gets his business from his other ventures. The same way I got that Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship from Twitch. We did a Raid stream and I got it on Twitch. We haven't gotten a sponsorship on YouTube since Rogue Company back in the day. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. A lot of these companies don't want this. A lot of companies don't want to be put on Pokemon content. I hate to say it. I found it out the hard way, unfortunately. Where's I at? Oh yeah. And didn't know you had another gaming channel until your last stream where you talked about it. I'll definitely start watching content on those channels. As far as Twitch goes, I'm just super busy with work, let alone with music. Oh, you do music? Hold on, man. Hold on, Music Man Joe. Hold on, shorty. Oh, he really in that. Hold on, shorty. Okay. I hope that is good. I'm sorry. I had to check it out. And doing YouTube as well. I don't get a chance to go on Twitch as much as I'd like to, if I'm being real with you. I appreciate it. But I do want to start checking out your Twitch streams though, because people say those streams are worth watching. Hey, I'ma say it. And Dose, I need you to make this the intro. I'm gonna need the entire chat. If you're a lurker, if you're watching right now, put a 1 in the chat if the streams are fire. Put a 1 in the chat, the streams are fire. I've been telling people slide through for the last 20,000 years, bro. I've been telling people slide through for the last 20,000 years, bro. The streams are lit, shorty. Come through. Come through, shorty. The streams is lit. If you got time, slide through, bruh. If not, it's perfectly fine. You're not obligated to. I love you for even considering it. Thank you. The streams is lit. What I gotta lie for? What I gotta lie for? Yo, Moon. Yo. Shout out to the Donnie. Shout out to my dog. Hey, I'm not gonna hold y'all, bro. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I went into Moon's chat just to talk to Moon, just to hear his voice. That man has been on mute for the last 2 weeks. I needed to hear that. Because I forgot what he sounded like. I was like, I'll let you know, dog, because you know how, like, when you go to, like, the home shit and it shows you who's active now on, like, the right side. I saw you were sharing the screen. I'm like, Moon? Click. I had to go in there. I'm like, oh, goodness. Anywho, let me see. How would you feel if I told you, okay, I would still watch regardless. You're entertaining, but most importantly, you're just being you as well as being real. Wait, hold on. You're entertaining, but most importantly, there's a lot of yous. You are just being you as well as being real about the games you play. Holy hell, I just died here. Sure, I may not agree with some of the stuff you say, but at the same time, I know that's how you truly feel and it's your opinion and you're entitled to it at the end of the day, which I have zero issues with because we can agree to disagree on whatever it is. I like that. That's a really good comment. I like that. Why aren't you here enough? The answer is simple. As I previously said, I was gonna say you already answered. You already answered that. Having said all that, I just wanted to say keep up the amazing job grinding out the content, because you've been doing a phenomenal job. Thank you. As far as your music goes, I really think you have the potential to do something big with it, and you do have the voice for it in terms of, man, hey, I should probably take that music shit seriously, dog. I would not be surprised if your music ends up blowing up someday. Damn, G. Damn, G. Damn, G. Yo, people actually like the music. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the music is ass. I think the music is ass. I think the music is ass. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the music is ass. But what I can do, and what I might do, I might make a music channel. I might make the music channel just because obviously the SoundCloud is there, but I kind of want to put some of my Lucy's on there. Like, if I made a music channel right now, I would literally put the entire album out on that bitch. It would be a lot of Lucy's. It'd be a lot of like yada yada. But then I also would talk about like, you know, the for example, like the drama that goes on in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make a music channel. I'm gonna make a music channel. I love music. I don't see why I would. I don't see why I wouldn't. I don't see why I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna make a music channel. By the time you watch this, it might already be made, but you know, it's fine. Well, thank you for the comment. First and foremost, this is fire. This is a fire comment. I like this comment a lot. All right, Stern. This is such a. He's been subscribed for 2 years. Thank you. Personally, I gravitate more towards IRL content and reactions. My favorite videos you've ever released were the Try Not to Laugh challenges. Yo, so I always get questions, what happened to the Try Not to Laugh videos? The Try Not to Laugh videos. Listen. The Try Not to Laugh videos gave me a strike. If you go to that playlist, you'll notice there's like 2 videos that are missing from it. I got like 2 strikes that I had to go to my network at the time and tell them to literally let me upload. Because when you get like 2 strikes, they stop you from streaming, they stop you from uploading, they stop you from literally doing anything on your YouTube channel. I had to go to my network at the time and tell them to give me like a grace period to even upload the stuff, and I had to tell them to literally take those strikes off. I'm not with that network anymore, so I can bring back the Try Not to Laugh challenge. It's gonna have to be something. It's gonna have to be something entirely different. What I might do, I don't know if anybody watches like those remember those TikTok compilations and shit that we used to react to on here? I might take those and make those the Try Not to Laugh videos, because those are like very funny as well as like challenging in a way. So I can go to TikTok and do those compilation videos and react to those, because I feel like the people on Twitter are just different. Like I can't do the Corey stuff because, unfortunately, I'm gonna say this, Corey is a very filtered person. I'm not, and neither is my following. So I can't go on Twitter and say, hey, follow me on Twitter, and then give me stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because all those kids and all those people, they like that. You see what I'm saying? They like that. I would just better off, hold on, TikTok series, fuck it. TikTok meme reactions. This is fire. This is fire. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. I watched every second of those videos. I enjoyed the cooking and the house tour videos. But gaming is dead for me, honestly, unless it's a new exciting game. But games aren't really exciting anymore after the first week and a half. I feel that makes sense. I love your introspective thoughts, bro. Keep doing you. Thank you. Steve plays. Let's go see what the hell this is. I'll be honest, and I kind of said it before. I was subscribed in the past when you were doing your collabs with Nexus and Super, but I knew personally I wasn't gonna be around the channel much after that. Not to sound BS, I stayed subscribed because I wanted to support, but I just never really latched on. Hearing some of your more recent takes, just a big disconnect between the way you take the Pokemon series. I know it's hard as a content creator to try growing an audience. I've been trying to get off the ground for myself for years, but I hope the second channel kicks off big time for you, and I really do wish you the best. But to wrap things up, to answer the main question, I don't think I'll be quitting Pokemon anytime soon. I personally don't care if it's not top notch, as long as it's the same game, so always when it's core, I'll be a fan. Okay. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not against losing people that only cared for like the collabs and stuff with me and Super. I don't like making content. I don't like collaborative content anymore. I'm sorry, I just don't. Not Pokemon. Never again. Never again. It's so hard to get people together, especially since we're all busy. Like, it was hard to literally, like, when y'all got those versuses, like, there's a reason why we had to bulk record damn near the entire series before, because we knew that we weren't gonna have time to record every single day or every single week or whatever. Like, we had to literally, hey, let's knock out 3 videos a session. Okay, Super, when are you not at school or with your girlfriend? Okay, Nexus, when is your sleep schedule not messed up, or you're not with your family? Or even me, like, at the time when I was at the crib or whatever, when am I not with my family? You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a lot of, only I had free time the moment I moved out, and it was like, damn, like, it became so stressful to, like, get everybody's schedule to match. Then it'd be like, hey, we have to get 3 videos out this session. Oh, we can't do that because we gotta get out at a certain time. Okay. That's why we make the videos shorter. You might have noticed the videos, the last couple videos, thank you, Flame, for the 2 months. The last couple versus series, all the video lengths were dumbed down to like 20-something minutes. When every other one before them was like pushing like 30, 45, an hour maybe. We deadass had to literally put the shit down to 20 minutes for every episode. That way, we just needed an hour full of recording and we're done. We're done. Here's your 3 videos that week. Boom, boom, boom. Give it to the editor. He do his thing. It was hard. That shit is hard and annoying. And I'm just like, I don't want to do this no more. I do not want to do this no more. I don't. And when I stopped doing it, that's when Radical Red happened. That's when we had our own. That's when I literally, when I said I stopped doing this, I literally made my own way of covering content. Literally. Like, when I said I didn't want to do this no more, I literally went and made my own way of making content. I sat down in a Discord call and just thought. I was thinking, you know, because it was like, okay, cool, you know, as much as these people love these collaborations or whatever, how can I make them love me, you know? And I'm like, okay, what makes my content different from like Nexus and Super? One, I am consistent as hell. Work ethic on it. Nigga, nobody's fucking with me. There's maybe 2 or 3 people I can think of right now that do way more, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, how do I get this shit cracking? And I want you to know, I went outside the community and I went to like the Dragon Ball Legends. I went to like, a big example is my guy, 2, my friend Lotus and my friend Kabuki. I literally found out, like, I saw their thumbnails and like, these thumbnails are fire. How can I put this shit in Pokemon? I think I did a good job. I think I did a great job. And you can see the progression in the thumbnails as well. Like, the first couple of thumbnails were really, really rough. But like, I'd say around Radical Red and onwards to like now, they've been amazing as this. It just get better. They just get better with time. But I don't know. I'm not really, and that's it. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not really a fan of like collaborative content no more. Only in the Pokemon space, because there's so much shit you have to do, just in general. And I would not be against, like, you know, doing more collaborative content with, like, if Nets and Super wanted to do collaborations on Sacred Gaming, I would do it. 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 I would do it 100%. But there just aren't that many games that that have that collaborative thing that I think we all play. Like, and now that goes into another conversation, right? Like, you start realizing how different you and your friends are the moment you take that medium away. Pokemon, for a lot of my friends and my audience, was a meeting ground. And the moment I started to like step away and or branch out, you start realizing how different I was to everybody else. And I kind of was just like, damn, I don't know if I could even, I don't know if you even like this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just hard. I don't know. You can never forget where you came from, but if you ever have to stop on here, I would understand. Preach. I'm going to answer the first question. I'll never quit Pokemon. I got you, same. I mean, I like Pokemon as much as I used to, but in my heart, got you. Exactly. I realized how different I was as an individual from like all my friends. And at that point, it was like, damn, we really don't relate much. And that's when I started to separate. Like, if you paid attention to me, you know I started separating crazy. I just did. I stopped. A nigga separated, bro. I stopped talking to people as much because I'm just not I don't relate to much. Like, I don't think how a lot of people think. I'm not interested in a lot. I can't do it. There's a lot of things that Nexus loves that I don't. There's a lot of things that Super loves that I don't. A lot of my friends are like really hyped for. I'm just not. It's just not them, you know? I need to do a Nuzlocke. Yeah. Let me see. Cozy Cramorant. Question number 1. I feel like I'm mixed. It's not as easy yes or no. It's one of those things like where there's a lot of series going on that do with me. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Trying to narrow down what projects I want to see is hard, but it can be summed up as knowing it when you see it. I will say, not a huge fan of official Pokemon game difficulty hacks or Unite, but that's just me. That's very ironic how he has a Cramorant icon. Very it's cool. It's alright. I think it's because I tend to, as much as I know you're talented in other aspects of your work, those other areas for me are already done for me by other creators. Okay. I think the other reason I don't check out all the other stuff you do is because I just don't have the time. So I'd rather use my time wisely and watch the stuff I like from you most. As for why I don't subscribe to things you do that I don't watch, while I agree it might help, it would be disingenuous for me to support something that my whole heart isn't invested in. Okay. I feel that. Actually, if it did end up going that way, I might even like that more. I feel like when you're doing one thing each day over and over again, it's easy to become bitter and burnt out. So if you're playing...
Happy 2 months. Is Mega Man the next best thing after Pokemon?
Shut up. What's wrong with you? Thank you for the 2 months. Maybe you can find more enjoyable. I'm turning as a viewer, you find more enjoyable. That's just my perception, hopes for the future. That'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie, if it's a series that I don't like, I will try to support and all, but I can't force myself to series I don't like. I don't even click on the video when it hits my box. As for everything else, it's taking me some time to get used to the clickbait thumbnails, shortcuts to game progression, playing games where you don't always enjoy it, stuff like that. But sometimes I just get burnt out. Like you said, taking care of your mental health is important. If that means I stop by less often, I feel that. I like that. I like that. Okay. Mike Brooks, I'm on and off. I enjoy the content because you remind me of the good PokeTubers like Shofu, real and authentic. However, I've been watching you grow since I was in high school when you were named Sacred Fire Negro. I personally love Pokemon and the content of your channel. I'm mostly busy with college and work, but you inspire me to start small and grow big as I'm working on my master's degree for videography. Let's go! I support you wholeheartedly, and maybe I could edit some vids for you after I graduate. But long story short, I've learned to do what makes you happy. To be honest, you have to, because you only know what makes you happy, and be around those with your best interests at heart. Those who aren't willing to step up and change need to be pruned. Yo, prune is an interesting word. Why prune, bruh? Not cut off from the tree. That the supplies for your labor, meaning you can still move on. And because they're pruned, they'll have to not bite the hand that you are feeding them with their like with trees and cakes and other kinds of creators. Be happy and don't major in the minor. Appreciate you. Like, yeah, that's fire. Prune is such an interesting word. Yo, I haven't seen prune since like when I kicked everybody out the Discord. We might need a part 2. we might need a part 2.